Hey guys, how's everybody doing? This is Ernest once again. And today, I'm out on the water here. It's been kind of a hit and miss day for me. Tried a few things and a couple worked, a couple didn't. But, when you're out on the water, a lot of times, as anglers, we're bad about just going and hitting the same old spots and the same old places. I know that I'm guilty of it just as much as anybody else. So what do you do when you hit your normal spots, your normal baits, and it just ain't working out? Well, I've got some tips for you to turn a bad day into a good day. One thing I know that, if you're like me and everybody else is not good with the electronics is they want to be or they need to be. Especially if you've got some of the more high dollar ones like it's got side imaging, down imaging. So, when you have a bad day, instead of just getting frustrated and going home, say, well, this ain't bad. Take the time, take your manual with you when you go out and really get to know your electronics. When you're doing that, go to an area that either has a stump field or some brush or some rock or a boat ramp. And really, if you know what you're looking at ahead of time, it'll make trying to interpret that on your screen a lot better. You say, I know there's a stump there. I know this creek runs parallel to the bank. So when you're looking at your electronics, you can say, okay, I know what's down there. Here's what it looks like. And, that'll get you more familiar with your electronics. And, sometimes, I've done it myself when I'm trying to get more comfortable with my electronics. You might find that hidden spot that you didn't know was there before. And you say, hey, wait a minute, you go back around, you fish it, and you catch a good fish. And you didn't know it. Instead of just getting frustrated and go home, take a look at your electronics, really fine tune it to where that you're comfortable using that. And you can go, it'll help you if you go to a body of water that you've never been before. You can say, okay, I know what my electronics says. And you'll get to where you trust them a lot more. I'm that way myself. I'm a bank beater, primarily, but I do fish offshore sometimes. I try to get better at it every time I'm out. That's one of my goals, is to really get better at offshore fishing. So really taking the time with your electronics. And another thing that you can do is just ride around, take a look and see what is there, especially this time of the year. Here on Pickwick where I am and some of the other TVA lakes, they draw the water down. And the water down, I don't know if you can tell by the bank behind me, it's down a lot. It's at winter pool now, and it's maybe even a little bit lower. So, you can take the times during the winter drawdown as you can scout out a lot of places. I do that a lot. If it's just too cold and the fish just aren't biting, it's just a nasty day, I'll ride around and I'll scout to where, I say, okay, well, on this stretch of bank, there's a bunch of stumps, or there's rock, or, there's gravel. And then, maybe I'll remember that and mark it down, come back in the spring when they raise the water up, and you might find you a prime spawning flat that you may not have found before, or a line of stumps that wasn't there before, or, a transition from chunk rock to pea gravel, and to where you might could find your next hot spot. So anytime you're out on the lake, and you think, well, this is just not a good day, try to keep a positive mindset and try to turn it around, whether it be, try a new area that you never tried before. Instead of hitting those same old spots, if they ain't producing, try somewhere else. Always keep an open mind. Hit your electronics and try to get better at those. So, there's several things you can do to make a good day out of a bad day. So, hope this helps you out. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll try to get it done. We're coming into cold weather, winter. It's just around the corner. Hopefully I'll be able to get out as much as I have in the summer. But like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And if you got any other tips, you guys, something I might not have thought of, hey, here's what I do on a bad day, or here's a tip that you could use. Comment below. I'd love to do it. I need as much help as anybody else. So All right, and as always, we'll see you down the road.